What's up, YouTube? So we are right back at it like we never left. I am 12 batches deep right now. I definitely exceeded the fucking goal for today. Matter of fact, it's safe to say I super exceeded the fucking goal today. And I think it's time to get a nice solid leg day in for you guys. So what I'm about to do now is head over to the gym. The goal is to knock out some hamstrings and some quads. Depending on if I'm in a mood or not, I may or may not do abs. If I do abs, it might just be like 2 sets. Right? So on the way, today was a solid day, guys. I wind up getting today started quite early. It was around about 7:30 when I started, and it felt good. It felt like everything, all the batches for Instacart were rolling pretty smoothly, so I was like, might as well just stick with it. I was originally just going to do about 6 batches, then go ahead and work out, but I was like, well, the way the batches are coming in, I might as well just keep this train rolling. So wind up just staying on course, knocked out 12 batches. Knocked out 12 batches, and I did more than 12 today. Did like 12 plus batches today. And I wind up just saying, you know what? I'll just go do leg day this evening. I'll just do leg day this evening. And it feels good when you have small goals that you're knocking down. Just knocking those small goals down. That way you can reach the bigger goal. That feels so good, guys. So that's definitely a tip I'm sure all of you guys know. If you don't, start. I know a lot of people ask for like, what's your big plan and what's this and what's that? But guys, set some small, tangible daily goals that you can do daily. And if daily is too frequent for some of you guys, set it every other day, right? Every other day. There's nothing wrong with an every other day goal setting. Because there's certain things that you have to do daily anyways. There's going to be certain obligations that have to be met, certain responsibilities that you're going to have to hit, right? That you're just going to have to do regardless. So set some small goals up, guys, and knock them out. Where it is, whether it's working out, whether it's going out on dates with your companion, whatever it is, just start setting small goals and watch how everything starts to open up for you, right? So I didn't record yesterday or the day before. The day before I did a back workout, and yesterday I did cardio. So I'm back doing my 3 to 5 miles, feeling good. Of course, my body, my legs, not my legs, but like certain, like my ankles and stuff like that is a little sore. So I definitely feel like I'm still be able to do a full leg workout today regardless. I got about 4, maybe 5 meals in, depending if you want to add shakes. So I got like 4 meals in me already. And been drinking water, tons and tons of water all day. Pitch of sea salt with a little bit of lime juice in it. definitely feel hydrated. So it's time to get this thing rocking and rolling, guys. And I was debating on which gym I was going to go to, whether it's PF or the Y or One Life or Lifetime. I was just debating on what gym to go to today. So I wind up just saying, you know what, scratch it. Whatever gym I'm close to, that's the one I'm going to. Not even gonna think too hard about it. And I will say it's a benefit of having multiple gym memberships. Now, when I first started, of course, I just had Planet Fitness. Prior to Planet Fitness, of course, I had LA Fitness. But for a while, I just had Planet Fitness for like a year and a half, and I was able to get like substantial gains on just Planet Fitness. So if anybody's dogging or trying to down Planet Fitness, they just don't know. Planet Fitness is really a ultimate warrior. It's definitely a underdog, if you ask me. It's definitely an underdog. Underrated, but definitely super useful. So if you got access to a Planet Fitness, and which everybody should, Planet Fitnesses are starting to pop up on every corner, almost like the new workout fast chain. Like they are on every block. So there's no reason why, if you don't have a gym membership, you don't at least have Planet Fitness. But you know, guys, I don't judge, I shrug, right? So, about to go ahead and knock this leg workout in, guys. Trying to get a really good solid pump. And of course, because I'm trying to get that back bigger, I might even throw in 1 or 2 back exercises. Might just throw 1 or 2 in. We'll see. So the weather is starting to change. It's starting to cool down and everything like this. So if you're going to start going to the gym, if you haven't started, now is the time, guys. Now is the time. Because you don't want to wait till it's freezing cold outside and start trying to get into the gym. That's when a lot of people are like, oh no, it's too cold. Those might be the same people in the summertime saying it's too hot. So let's get everything rocking and rolling, guys. About to knock it. I'm just pumped for this leg day. I'm super pumped for this leg day. About to get it in, guys. I'll bring the video back either mid-pump or mid-exercise. Haven't decided yet, but I'll bring the video back shortly. All right, guys. So went ahead and started with some crunches, right? That the first set doesn't count, so anywhere between like 10 to 15, just to get the body warmed up. And then whenever you're starting with crunches, whenever I'm starting with crunches, definitely I always try to just do like 2 to 3 sets around 10 and 12 reps. I'm not a stickler on how many I do. Right here, I'm stretching the hips, so getting a good hip stretch, letting my legs know like, hey, we about to get working. So just stretching the hips right here. Also, I'm pulling my legs back, doing a quad stretch. I think I cut it out, but I'm doing a quad stretch also, just to let the body know, hey, let's get heated up, let's get warmed up, so we can get this exercise, get a nice efficient exercise. So went ahead right here, second set of crunches. Again, 10 to 12 reps. Not going, look at the back. I'm not going all the way down and letting the back rest on the back of the machine. I'm going down just enough so I can keep a contraction and keep the body tight, keep the core tight. So went ahead, moved right over to hamstrings, leg curls. So I'm doing, the first set doesn't count right here, guys, with the leg curls. The first set doesn't count. So I'm doing anywhere between like 12 to 15, maybe sometimes even 20 reps. Light weight that first set, just to wake the hamstrings up and let the hamstrings know like, hey, it's time to get working. Hey, time to warm up, okay? So anywhere between 12 to 20 reps. I think I did like 15 to 17 reps right here. Lightweight, the weight was super light, super moderate.
Went ahead, got off the machine, and I did some more stretches in the hips. Also, I did some calf stretches, as you'll see in a second. So stretch the hips right here, left and the right side. Then went on to the back of the machine, as you'll see. And notice how I'm not stretching too long. It's really light, quad stretch right here. I'm not stretching too long at all. I'm just stretching enough just to wake the body up, because you can overstretch and also over-exhaust your body by stretching. So you just want to do light stretches, 2 to 5 seconds, then move on to the next stretch. Don't overstretch, right, whenever you're working out. So doing calf stretches right here. Then as you'll see, I'm gonna up the weight always. And so now as I increase the weight, this is when the sets start to count. That first set does not count. It's just a warm-up set, guys. So I'm warming up. After I'm warmed up now we're rocking and rolling. So I'm usually doing anywhere between 10 to 12 reps. Hamstring, starting with the hamstring curl, 10 to 12 reps right here. All right. So leg curls. Hamstrings are always good to start off with. For me, at least, I notice it gets my knees more warmed up compared to just starting off with quads, like a quad exercise, right? So increasing the weight right here. The weight has been increased. Now I'm another 10 to 12 reps, guys. All right. And again, hamstrings are just a good way to warm the legs up, definitely on leg day. To each its own, but I noticed for me to get the best gains, this is what's been working for me. I start with leg on the machine also, guys. I start with it on the machine. That way it's not overstressing the body. Still stretching right here, as you can see. Still stretching. All right. So I go ahead and increase the weight. And now I'm still just hamstring leg curls, guys. Now, I have a plan of execution for my leg days. I don't even look at my notes, but it's good whenever you're working out, take notes on what exercises you plan on doing. That way, whenever you get into the gym, you can just look at the notes and get straight to the exercise. You don't gotta, like when I first started, I would look on YouTube and look at different people and seeing what works, and it kind of like takes your mind off the muscle. So moved over to this individual leg curls, standing leg curls. This is actually a quad machine, but I put the weight underneath my foot just to give me some more leverage. I'm doing leg curls. Again, I'm at P-Fit, guys. So whenever at P-Fit, you kind of got to make do. You kind of got to make do with what you have, right? So this is light, moderate weight right here. And I believe since I'm already warmed up, I believe I just went ahead and went straight into the exercise. I didn't do any warm-up reps. I believe this went ahead and counted as one of my sets. So I'm going to do 3 sets of this. All right. Still stretching a little bit. Went ahead and lowered it just so I can get a better stretch at the bottom. I notice whenever you get that extra stretch at the bottom, you just get a little bit more gains. Still stretching right here. I'm stretching the calves. Left and right side, not overstretching, right? Not stretching too long, just stretching just enough. And again, the break times between each set, I'm doing about 45 seconds to a minute. Sometimes I even do 30 seconds, guys. Short rest times in between sets, just to keep that heart rate up, keep everything going, all right? Stretching the hips right here. My hips were just a little tight because I did cardio the day before. So hips are a little tight, body still warming up. All right. So went ahead and did another set right here. Notice I didn't even increase the weight again. I didn't increase the weight just due to the fact that my body's warmed up and the weight was kind of heavy. After this set, I do increase the weight though. I start increasing the weight after this set. I'm like, it feels better. Definitely getting that longer stretch at the bottom now, as you can see, getting that longer stretch. So I'm like, I can go ahead and increase the weight. So 10 to 12 reps, individual legs, standing leg curls on the leg extension machine. Okay. This exercise feels really, really good, guys. Definitely individual legs, so you can get some more stability. Also, like whatever leg is weaker, you can definitely tell, and it helps isolate that leg to get it stronger. So this is a great exercise in order to develop that hamstring. All right. This right here is the third set. I went ahead and increased the weight right here. So I'm increasing the weight, pulling it back. And look, notice how the tempo has changed. It's a little bit faster this time. Don't be afraid to change tempo sometimes, guys. As long as you're getting that contraction going, don't be afraid to change tempos. You don't got to keep the same tempo throughout the whole exercise, okay? Keep that in mind. So 10 to 12 reps. Then after that, I'm going to go ahead and move over to the next exercise. So actually, as you can see, I did 4 sets. So again, that first set didn't count. The first set didn't count, just 3 working sets. This is the last set right here. With the weight increase every time. We're pyramiding that weight up. All right, always tricking the muscle. Don't let the muscle know exactly what you're going to do. So I know some people like to keep the same weight each time. I like to increase, pyramid the weight up. That way that muscle just never knows what's coming. You want to trick the muscle, guys. My right leg isn't as strong as my left leg. I'm noticing right here. I'm like left side dominant. So this right here is a great way to tell. And you can also just, some people even do more reps on their weaker side. So I went ahead and did right here. I'm doing lunges, but I'm focusing on the hamstring, guys. You see that extra pop in the back right there? I'm focusing on the hamstrings. Of course, I'm getting some quad action, but it's predominantly hamstrings with this exercise. All right. I'm going down 15, then I'm coming back 15. That way you get an equal balance on both legs. All right. Down 15, back 15. 15 reps I'm talking about, guys. All right. Pyramiding the weight up. Started with a 40, went to 50, then finished with the 60. All right. And I like to do this preferably with the straight bar over the cambered bar. All right. I like the straight bar with this exercise. It just feels better along the back whenever you're going down and coming back. All right. So, and this is my go-to leg exercise, guys. So feel free, like, take notes, man, with your phone. Take notes, put these inside. That's what I did. Like, I'm not just freestyling this exercise and this workout routine. This is my go-to routine every time I do legs. If I switch it up, it's barely, guys, barely. Take notes. If you're just starting to do leg exercise and you're just starting to go to the gym, take notes, or do what I did. If you don't want to take notes, screenshot. Okay, each exercise you see me switch to, go ahead and screenshot it. Keep it in order. Don't try to do it out of order. Keep those, like, just due to the fact that it's for your joints, the health of your joints. So we want to stay healthy. We want to have longevity when it comes to this. So this order that I'm doing these exercises is to prevent and to maintain good healthy legs. All right. Definitely as we continue to mature in age, guys. So this right here, take notes, screenshot it, guys. All right. So down and back again, 15 reps down, 15 reps back. I'm starting to get some nice pump in the legs. It's feeling really, really good right now. Getting a nice, great pump in the legs. So, and again, increasing, pyramiding that weight on up. I'm pyramiding that weight on up every time. I believe right around these lunges will get to you guys. So make sure you stay hydrated. Keep some water close. This is when I was like, okay, where's my water? And I realized I left it inside the locker room. So I just still kept pushing through. I was like, you know what? I'll grab it. I'll grab it later. I'm just gonna keep pushing through. But I was definitely feeling like, okay, I needed some water. Keep that water close. I always add a little bit, like a pinch of salt. Just a pinch of salt where you can't taste it inside the water. You don't want to add so much salt where you can taste the sodium inside your water. Just a pinch of salt and a little bit of lime juice or lemon juice, whatever you may have, and add that to the water, and it definitely hydrates you. Definitely hydrates you. That potassium, that calcium, all of the vitamins and minerals are crucial for the body in order to maintain and grow the way you want it to. All right. So 15 reps down, 15 reps back, increasing that weight every time. This right here is the last set, guys. I didn't do a warm-up set. I just went straight into it because the legs are already warm now. So just went straight into it. This is a great exercise for the hamstrings, the glutes, okay, and a little bit of quad action. But you want to focus primarily on the hamstrings with this exercise. I know it may seem like it's for quads, but primarily you want to try to get that mind to muscle connection and just focus on the hammies. All right. Then after this exercise, went straight over to leg extensions right here. Went straight over to leg extensions. Go ahead and pump some blood. And again, this first set does not count. It's just a warm up to let the body know, hey, it's time to work, time to be efficient. Okay. (12 to 15 reps right here. If you can do 20, do 20, but 12 to 15 reps. Increasing the weight every time. So I went ahead and increased it right there. And I moved over to sissy squats. So right here, I did some sissy squats. Did some sissy squats right here. To sumo set the leg extensions. All right. Pumping some extra blood in those quads. Use your environment, guys. Look around. See what you have close. And just use your environment in order to maximize your gains. All right. Make work what you have. All right. So this is the set right here. Again, 10 to 12 reps. I went ahead and lowered the machine just to get a better stretch at the bottom. I like to get as much stretch just to get that long part of the muscle, to get a great stretch in the muscle. I love to go ahead and I don't like short reps. That's just not my cup of tea. I always like to get full range of motion when it comes to exercising. All right. Went over here to the sissy squats. Did 8 to 10 reps when it comes to the sissy squats. Because again, we're sumo setting. The sissy squats are just an additive on top of the leg extensions. It's not the main exercise. It's just an additive. All right. Just to get extra blood pumped. So 10 to 12 reps right here. Pyramiding the weight up. Focusing on those quads. Trying to imagine those quads growing and being cut and ripped all the way up. Shredded. Trying to imagine those quads being really shredded. Then jumped right over here to that to the sissy squats. Mind to muscle connection is really important, guys. Try to envision the body you want, the type of muscle development you want. Visualizing that as you're working out is how you start to get that mind to muscle connection, guys. It's really important. So after the leg extensions, moved right over to squats. So this right here, just warming it up. Okay. I like to keep my feet kind of like spread out, like almost like a duck stance. And notice I got the weight under my feet just to give me that extra incline on the heel. Still adding the sissy squats as an additive. All right. Sissy squat action, guys. And as you'll see, I'm always pyramiding the weight up. Right here, I just added in it, even if it's just 5 pounds. I pyramided the weight up, even just with 5 pounds. You don't have to go do what you know you can do at least 12 reps with, guys. You don't have to pyramid the weight up too much and try to It's not a competition. Only be in competition with yourself. Always try to beat yourself. Don't try to be in competition with no one else but yourself, guys. I'm breathing deep. When I get to the top, taking deep breaths. As you'll see, I'm catching my breath right here. Then I'm moving right over to the sissy squats, okay? I'm doing like eight reps right here, just to pump some more blood into the muscle. All right. So then what I'm doing is increasing the weight, pyramiding the weight up, okay? So pushing through right here, again, ass to grass, focusing on trying to keep good form, right? Focusing on breathing. I don't know if you can tell, but right here I'm taking deep breaths, deep direct breaths. All right. Then moving right over to the sissy squats, okay? Catching my breath right here. That was an extreme set right there, guys. I had to catch my breath. But move right over to the sissy squats, okay? Breathing the whole time. Deep breaths the whole time. Did 10 reps right here. Move right over to leg extensions, individual legs. Still breathing, still focusing on that mind to muscle contraction. You got to have that mind to muscle connection always. Trying to contract the muscle as much as possible. Right? Just not in here trying to sling the weight around. Trying to actually focus on what I want that quad to look like, right? That's where that mind to muscle connection comes in. You want to try to envision what you want your body and what you want those quads, whatever it is, whatever muscle it is. You want to try to envision that as you working out. Went right over to the sissy squats. On tippy toes, leaning back, trying to keep all that strength and all that muscle and all that focus on those quads. All right, so again, still pyramiding the weight up. You may not be able to see the pyramid weight as I'm going up with it because I'm cutting a video trying to keep it as short and fast as possible for you guys. So you may not be able to see the as I'm increasing the weight each time, but I'm definitely am. All right, doing right and left leg, always try to focus and see what leg is weaker. And if you need to add 2 to 3 more reps in your set with the weaker leg, feel free to do so. That's why you want to do light, moderate weight. Not too light, but definitely light enough or definitely good enough, like right where it needs to be. That way you can continue to merit the weight up each time. Again, always increasing the weight, tricking the muscle. Don't let the muscle know what's coming, guys. That's why it's sometimes good to throw drop sets in there and things of that sort. All right. So this is the final exercise that I'm doing for legs. Individual legs with the sissy squats. This is the final exercise I'm doing to get that final pump, that final burst, that final blood flow to the muscle. All right, 12 reps, 10 to 12 reps. Then moving right over to sissy squats. Again, trying to keep that mind to muscle connection, right? Using my surroundings, right? As long as you're not getting in the middle and impeding with somebody else's exercise, use your surroundings, guys. I'm using, as you can see, I'm using 2 different machines to hold myself up right here. And I'm just focusing on those quads, staying on my tippy toes, trying to keep as much contraction on those quads as possible. So a quick pose down for the legs for today. Good stump day. good way to attack and pump some blood into the legs. I felt great. Had like 4 to 5 meals already in my system. Was hydrated, right? Had some water with me inside the gym today, so I felt really, really well. That hamstring, you see the depth in the back. I didn't even do any calves, but those calves are popping also. Some great contractions going on right now. I see some striations coming through, and I've been bulking for the last, I want to say 4 to 5 months. Just been bulking, just focused on increasing the calorie intake. All right here, went ahead and just finished today, this evening, more rather, with back some lat pull downs. And again, I'm spamming the back, trying to get better back development. And I've been able to tell and see the difference with my back maturity. Is definitely developing. Spamming, as you can see, light. The weight isn't too heavy. I did back 2 days ago, so I don't want to go too heavy on the weight. We don't want to dig a bigger hole. We just want to pump some more blood inside that muscle. That's all we're trying to do. This is a great finisher for my leg day, right? And I just felt like sometimes I might start with a little bit of back, but I felt like I just wanted to get a really good workout in with legs. So I mainly wanted to focus on legs this exercise, guys. And this has been my regimen for the last maybe month. All right, this has been my routine. Increase the weight, as you guys can see. I'm increasing the weight each set, and that was it, guys.
All right, YouTube. So, what a fucking leg day, right? So, started off, did abs, 2 sets of abs, right? Maybe did 3. So started off with abs, right? From abs, went straight over to hamstrings, leg curls, right? Did 3 sets of leg curls. Again, the first set doesn't count. The first set, try to just get a good feel for it, right? So 12 to 15 reps to that first set, right? Right after that, went to standing leg curls, individual legs, right? 3 sets of that. From standing leg curls, went right over to lunges, but try to use mainly hamstrings instead of quads for the lunges, right? 3 sets of that. Then right after that, went straight over to leg extensions. The first set doesn't count. Remember, 12 to 15 reps that first set, maybe 20 for some of you guys, just to get a good feel for it. And increasing the weight each time. So 3 sets leg curls. From leg curls, went to, I want to say I went to squats. So did squats from the front, right? 3 sets of that. Then with that, also with those leg curls, did in between each set sissy squats, just to get some extra blood flowing in those quads. So on squats, 3 sets with sissy squats, right? Then from that, went straight over to individual leg extensions. Then from there, it was done. It was done after that. Then I did another for back. Again, I'm trying to get that back more developed, so did some lat pull downs with the back. Did like 2 to 3 sets of that, just to get some extra blood flowing, extra pump. Again, I'm trying to get that back more developed, so whenever you're trying to do that, you have to spam certain muscles in order to get them to grow and get them to do what you want them to, you have to spam them, do it kind of repeatedly. Don't overtrain it. Again, not overtraining, but still training it enough where it gets constant attention. Okay, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, guys. So you gotta be a little bit you gotta be a pest with certain muscles if you want them to grow. So after that was it, guys. I'm about to go ahead and eat another meal, see if Chipotle is still open, try to slide in Chipotle late night, see what kind of leftovers they got cooking in the pot. And I'm gonna get some rest, guys. I knocked it out with Instacart today, knocked it out with leg day, so can't ask for too much more, guys, right? And that is it, YouTube. Until next time, let's be great.